Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for September 2023. We're going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this Terror card and this Desire card here. I'll show you these two cards in just a minute, but this is coming up in your general energies. Some of you might be afraid of love here, or you could be terrified because you're finding love. Look at this. You could be meeting a person who really kind of scares you. You do have the Ten of Swords. It did come up in reverse. I don't read reversals. Well, I do. People always ask me, why don't you read reversals? I'm like, well, if you pay attention, I give reverse meanings to cards all the time. I read intuitively. So what I would say is we will keep it in mind that that just came up in reverse. I don't even know how it got in reverse because I don't read reversals. But damn, look at this. You have the Soulmate card, Two of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. It could be scaring you because of like a past connection, or something that stabbed you in the back, right? But I would definitely say that there is something that is very, very good coming in for you as far as love is concerned. If you don't want love, then I would just say this is something that you are committing to, or that, like a job or a business or something financial. So, again, either way, I think that it's a good thing. Of course, you have the Tower. I think you've had the Tower with me every single reading that I've done for you for like the past 6 months. So, it is your card, Scorpio. I have a feeling the Tower is going to come up a lot during September. It just seems to me like there could be a lot of like global Tower moments going on, which will happen for the next 10 years. So, it doesn't really matter, but you have this Terror card and this Desire card. So I feel like there could be a person coming in for you. You could be a little scared of it, probably because of a past situation with that Ten of Swords there. It did come up in reverse, which would say that, those swords are falling out of your back, that you are moving forward, that you are, that you have gotten up off the ground and you are ready for something new. So, definitely a very solid connection. Again, this is a love reading for sure if you want love. Again, even if you don't, I feel that this is something that is going to create a turnaround for you. Your first card here, the Six of Cups, can represent a turnaround. Usually, to me, the Six of Cups can be a gift from the universe, and the gift we receive is obstacles being removed from our path. So whether you want love or something else, this could just say that, the obstacles are being removed. This is a card of the soulmate, and you literally have this soulmates card showing up next. So, and you have the Two of Cups, the lovers, like, are you kidding me? So, definitely could be some sort of soulmate that's entering into your life. No signs are really standing out to me yet. Leo, Gemini, that's all you have so far. So we'll have to see what comes up. You have the lovers here. So like I said, definitely love. Some of you could be terrified by love. For others, this could be you being scared of a choice that you have to make. So I do feel that some of you have to make a choice, but I don't know. It seems pretty simple to me here, Scorpio. You have the Six of Pentacles here, which says pick the choice that's more worth it. Maybe you need to write a pros and cons list. Maybe you need to, look over a choice that you're trying to make, and you need to kind of like weigh up the option and see like how things are going and what you could be, how it could go, right? Maybe you really need to kind of like weigh your options here is what I feel with that Six of Pentacles, and I feel that could be helpful. You have the Ten of Swords here. Again, it came up in reverse, so I do feel that some of you could be healing from a past, weird situation with a person. He's making the symbol right here that represents a blessing. And so there could have been, the loss of a person could have been a blessing in disguise. And, this could have happened, years ago. And I feel like you're seeing how if you were with that person, you wouldn't be meeting this new person that is clearly coming in for you. Probably, I would say it could be this month, because I've never had a reading like this where there's so much like strong love energy right away, right? So there you go. With the Six of Cups there, you have this resistance card. I feel like you're resisting energy, love. I get the feeling here, like I feel like this person is going to rock your world, It's like the Tower, it can be a shakeup, but it could be a good shakeup, It's like the Tower does not have to be a bad card. And again, trust me, I always get comments that are people like, how dare you say that the Tower is a good card? Never said it was a good card. Tarot isn't good or bad. If you think tarot is good or bad, then you shouldn't be watching tarot readings, because that's not how tarot works, right? But what I would say here is that, this could be a shakeup, but, it could be a person who like rocks your world. And again, you could be resisting this a little bit, but I don't know. I think that this is kind of something that's a little bit unstoppable. With the lovers, you have this versatility card. What I would say is that, we have these eclipses. We're in between eclipse seasons. Again, the next eclipses are going to be start in October. And again, this ends the Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle in October, basically. But what I would say is we had that Taurus eclipse last year, and to me, I told people, I said, you need to be as flexible as you possibly can at this time, because this Taurus eclipse is saying, like, don't be too fixed on how you accomplish things and do things. So I would be versatile. I feel it could be a Gemini, by the way. This is the Sun in Gemini, this versatility card. So some of you could be definitely could be a Gemini, could be a person who has Gemini in their chart. With the Ten of Swords here, you have this Exaltation card. Could be a Taurus as well. You have 2 Taurus cards so far. But this is a really good card of kind of like things going your way. So, it's like the universe is on your side right now with this energy. Love it. Next, we're going to look at... we're going to look at your next big change. You have this Regeneration card and the Soulmates card. Clearly, this is going to be a big change for you, as a soulmate could be entering into your life in the month of September. And also, it could be very healing for you as well. It's funny that in your next row, you have this Healing the Ouch card with this, like, these 2 animals. I guess they could be lovers, right? And, it's like someone could be coming in and it could be very regenerative, or it could be something that really heals you in some way. So definitely looks good. Again, if you don't want love, I would make sure that you're just taking care of yourself. Even the 2 of Cups can be you and your higher self. So for some of you, I feel this is saying that you need to do things to connect with your higher self, like meditation, any healing that you could do. Any of that stuff would be very beneficial with the 2 of Cups energy. All that stuff. Like I said, I would be like healing yourself, listening to yourself, meditating, listening to your dreams. That's going to be very important. Again, I do feel that it could be a surprise that a person is entering into your life here with the Tower to the Ace of Cups. It could also be like maybe you're just interested in a person, you find out they're also interested in you. So, it could be a surprise or a shock in some way, but, it looks very, very good. This is a good reading for that. You have the 4 of Pentacles. This is the one thing I will say right here, is that this, to me, is a warning of change. Like, it's saying that you need to change something. The 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past. The Tower can represent, the reason the Tower is falling is because those people are ignoring reality, and they're not looking at they're not looking at certain realities. They've built those walls up around them in the Tower, and they're doing this they think they're protecting themselves, but really they're hurting themselves. And 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past, but it could also be holding on to old stories, old ideas, outdated ideas, things like that. And so we have a lot of retrogrades right now, 6, and by the end of August here. And what I would say is that it's like a time of reflection, and a lot of things that could come up at this time are like, why do you hold on to certain beliefs, or maybe you're afraid of love, like I said, because you've been hurt. And again, maybe there's a good reason for it, but also maybe it's preventing you from having something that could heal you or bring a lot of happiness into your life. You have the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is about seeing that there's another way. She's thinking like this or that, but there's this third place behind her, this island behind her. And I always say she needs to get to that island. She's not seeing it by staying stuck on 2 ideas. She's not seeing that there's another way that she can choose to live her life, and that could be very fulfilling for her, could be very enlightening, or could lead to a lot of happiness, whatever it is that you want. And literally you have the Page of Wands, which says go on the adventure because it's going to lead to happiness. Could be love, but again, if you don't want love, it doesn't have to be love. It could just be fulfillment, a job that brings fulfillment, whatever. It's funny, even going this way, it's like if you don't see it, there's going to be a Tower moment, but you do have the Strength card, which says that you will develop strength because of it. So, like I said, not necessarily a bad Tower moment if you are having a Tower moment. With the 2 of Cups, you have this Power card. This is you stepping into your power. This is your card, by the way. Well, it's the Moon in Scorpio, but I feel for a lot of you that you are feeling powerful, or you are feeling that you're getting a lot of, I feel like you feel like you're getting a lot of energy or, benefits from the things that you're doing in your life. With the 4 of Pentacles, you have this Birth card here, probably birthing a new life, because 4 of Pentacles, again, holding on to the past maybe, but then we go to the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles is a card of planting new seeds, like in a new direction, or moving in new directions in your life. So I feel for a lot of you, that could be going on here. With the 2 of Swords, you have this Lust card. I feel like you're asking, like, is this love or lust? If you're meeting a person, maybe you had a past person where it was only desire. There was no, maybe you found out that they were just, full of lust. They didn't really have, beyond that, there wasn't much more of a connection. So I feel you're asking that question, but again, I feel this is a real connection, something very, very good. Next, we're going to see what you don't see coming this month. You have this healing touch card and this coming apart card. Again, I feel for a lot of you that what you don't see coming is that, again, if this is a connection, it's going to be very healing and very fulfilling for you. The coming apart card, I do see that, again, something could be falling apart. I mean, you literally have the Tower showing up in this row. But again, this is like a good thing. It could be like a splitting of, some bad ideas and good ideas. And, it's like sometimes it's, what's popping into my head here is it's like, Louise Hay, she used to say that the reason we have to see the negative is because, like, if you have dirt on your floor but you can't see it, then how can you clean it up, right? So it's like, that's why sometimes we need to see the negative, why we need to see things that need to be fixed so that we can actually fix it, right? And, I kind of feel that's what's going on here, is that you could be seeing some things that you don't like about your life, and it's just so that you can fix them. And you have the Six of Pentacles, the Tower, in the Page of Wands. The Six of Pentacles is about kind of planting seeds in a direction. Six of Pentacles is about balance. It is about equal give and take. But again, it's about planting seeds in a new direction in your life. So I feel for a lot of you that's what you could be doing, is that you could be kind of like planting seeds in a new direction in your life. And it's going to be much more worth it. It's funny that this guy here, it's like maybe you had someone who breadcrumbed you in the past here, or I don't even feel that for all of you. Really, what I feel is that, is that you could have a past person who sees you giving to a new person, and it's like all of a sudden they have their hand out here. And so I feel like that could be part of the Tower moment that's going on here. You have the Tower. Again, you always get the Tower with me lately, like again for the past, like it seems like 2 years or so. It could just be a significant time of change. It is also your card, so, it kind of does put you in a position of strength and power. So, again, I wouldn't necessarily worry about this too much. You have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on an adventure, and I feel for a lot of you, there are new adventures that you're going on here. You have the Page of Wands to the Ace of Cups, which I feel is important for some reason. I feel that the Page of Wands, it's like, I feel in your reading that it's you, and I feel that you need to go towards things that bring in more happiness, joy, abundance, fulfillment, all those other things as well. So let's see. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this domination card. I think I said something earlier about how there was like a past person who just like wants to win or whatever. Again, I feel you could be moving on from this and getting into something much more balanced. With the Tower here, you have this originality card. I feel like original ideas are definitely going to be really successful. But again, it makes sense with the Tower because the Tower brings death to old ideas, and then we have to rebuild the Tower with new ideas. So, any new ideas, any original ideas or new plans that you have for your life, could bring in a lot of success for you, a lot of abundance. I would definitely, if you have any like new ideas, new plans, I would, put those things into practice. With the Page of Wands, what do you know? You have the Enthusiasm card. The Page of Wands is the card of enthusiasm. So, again, I've been saying for months, begging people to move towards things that they feel excited and enthusiastic about. Those are the things that are going to bring in the most abundance. The problem is, and I say this to everyone, is that, right now the astrology is like, no, you can't go have fun or do this thing that is fun for you because you have to be serious. But really, the universe is like, no, you have to play. You have to enjoy yourself. And moving towards enthusiasm is going to cause fulfillment. So, that is the direction that I would move in. At the end here, for the good stuff, doesn't matter what comes up here. It's going to be good no matter what. You have this Driftwood card. It says, go with the flow. Trust where the universe is taking you. Yes, towards a new person here. You have this Jellyfish card. It says, let yourself be seen. Transparency. Yeah, I feel like it's safe for you to open up, especially if you're meeting a new person. Don't feel like you have to be too closed off, or, don't feel like you can't open up to a person or something like that. I would open up here with this energy. I feel like you'll be, very successful. I do feel like there is, a certain, like I would move towards things that flow. That's really what I'm hearing in my head, is move towards flow. Not, it's like there might be, just a better flow in your life. But it seems like a challenge, even though this is the area of the good stuff. It's like one of those things where it's like maybe you have a job you hate, maybe you have a side hustle. It's like maybe your side hustle is close to making as much as your job, but it's not quite there yet. I would like put a little more energy into the thing that you really want to do, because eventually I feel like the scales are going to tilt in your favor. And so this is saying like move towards that feeling of joy, like I said with the enthusiasm card. You have the Strength card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. The Strength card, of course, is about being strong and patient, but I feel like the universe, it's almost like the universe has seen all your strength, or has seen all the things that you've been through, and I feel showing up in the area of the good stuff, this is saying that you're getting rewards from the universe for all the work that you've done, or for all the good things that you've done in your life. I feel pretty good about this for you here, Scorpio. I feel like there's like positivity, just good stuff coming in with the Strength card. You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is like feeling left out in the cold, but again, coming up in the good stuff. This could say that you're coming out of the cold. I have said this to you before. I get the feeling here, Scorpio, that you are attracting a person who has been through something very similar to you. There's two people on this card. They're not looking at each other, but again, it's coming up in the good stuff. I'm wondering if, I've been talking to you about this for like months ago, right? I said this because you got the Five of Pentacles, and I was like, I remember saying this to you, that it's almost like you're attracting a person who has a very similar story. It's like you've both been hurt in the same way. And, it's like maybe months ago you became aware of this person. Maybe you work with them or something is what's popping up here in the reading, or it could be a friend as well, just based off of the cards that are here. And so what I would say is I would go for it. I feel like maybe you somehow know that they've been through the same thing that you have. And again, it's like that's exactly why you won't do it to each other. It's like a perfect connection. You have the Ace of Cups. Again, definitely very happy. I feel like you will be very happy if you enter into this connection. I feel like saying it's like effortless as well. The Ace of Cups is overflowing, and it's almost like an effortless connection. Of course, I don't recommend that you don't put effort into a connection. Of course, I feel like I feel like that's a problem with modern day relationships, is people don't work to keep the romance alive. So, make sure you're doing that. But what I would also say is it almost seems like effortless to me. It almost seems like, of course there will be work to do, like I said, but it seems to me like it just has a good flow. And if you don't want love, like I said 2 minutes ago, I would be making sure to move towards things that flow. But again, it might not, it might not make worldly sense. Let's put it that way, because it's like, that's like the challenge that a lot of us are dealing with, is that we might have a new plan for our life, but it doesn't make worldly sense, in the sense that maybe it doesn't make money, or maybe it doesn't, fulfill some other societal expectation, right? But our job is to do it anyway. If we do it anyway, it will make money. It will fulfill, some sort of societal, expectation or whatever, right? But we have to do it first. And that's like the fear that we all have to overcome, right? So with the Strength card, you have this Caution card. Again, this is going to be the good stuff. So again, I feel like that you have learned from the warning signs, and that's exactly, it's like the universe sees that you have learned about, so that could be why you're bringing in true love, because the universe sees that, hey, they actually learned from all these past connections, and now they're ready for something better. With the Five of Pentacles, you have this Optimism card. Yes, I'm telling you right now, this right here, enthusiasm and optimism, those are the two energies that I would focus on if I were you. It's funny, all three water signs have had one of these cards. So, it definitely seems to be a time where the universe is like saying, hey, there's like a lot of reasons for you to be happy. So make sure that you are happy so you can attract, more good energy into your life. With the Ace of Cups, you have this Discovery card. I feel like you're discovering what makes you happy with the Ace of Cups. Even outside of love, the Ace of Cups is just like happiness. It's something that causes your cups to overflow, that causes you to feel fulfilled and abundant, and like you are actually successful. So love it. We're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this Jaguar card. I feel this is talking about determination and being determined to make a change in your life. And so, again, if you are, it's almost like I get this energy that's saying, like, if you can double down on the things that you really want, and even if they're not working, even if you're scared, that's where like true success is going to come in for you here, Scorpio. So I would make sure to do that. You have this Benefactor card. It says grace and generosity. And so I feel like practicing both of those would be a good idea. But look, there's 2 mice up here. I feel like, it's like the 2 blind mice, or the 2 mice, even though it's 3. But, again, I feel for a lot of you, this could be a person you're attracting. Like they're like a true king. Like, look, he has a crown on his head. or you're attracting someone where it's like the two of you really benefit from each other, much more equal with that Six of Pentacles. You have this transformations card. Again, I do feel like you are, it does seem like there could be a transformation. You have the snake on the desire card. Something is changing in a big way. What else was there here? I feel there could be like a change in the way that you see yourself as well. There's on this card here, there's this chameleon on this lust card. So again, you could also be kind of like changing who you are, but like for the better. And I feel that's going to be good. You have this cosmic womb card. It says the divine feminine. I do feel like some of you could be tapping more into energy. It doesn't matter what gender you are. You could also be being, creativity could be an answer for you, by the way. So if you're feeling stuck or if you don't know what to do with the tower, being creative or tapping into your creative side could be a good idea. You have this seer card as well. So I feel for a lot of you, this is kind of like you, about you kind of seeing the future. In a lot of ways, I feel like you need to trust your future vision. And again, this goes hand in hand with the energy of, there might be something that doesn't maybe make sense as far as society is concerned, but mentally for you, fulfillment-wise for you, it's more fulfilling. And again, like I think this is a challenge that everybody is facing, but it's coming up for you. In this reading, I think that we are all facing that challenge where we have to face ourselves, our fears, that we might lose something or not have something in our life, and we have to do it anyway, whatever it is. And, I feel like this is saying the reason that you are feeling attracted to maybe a new direction in your life is because you're meant to do it. So trust your intuition here, Scorpio. But this is a really good reading. Definitely very good for love if you want it. So love it. But thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your September.